Hello everybody, welcome back for StarCraft 2 action. Is the 2v2 Cup from uThermal. Yes, we are in the finals with Spirit and MaxPax going up against a new challenger team. It's SKillous and Elazer. The Liquid Boys are here to challenge the reigning champions. Of course, Spirit and MaxPax winning the January and February edition of the uThermal 2v2 circuit. They're back for more. They're back for the hat trick. But we have a new team to stand in their way. Instead of Clam and Trigger, we have SKillous and Elazer. And we've seen these teams face off before in the previous edition. In the semi-finals, we did have the Liquid Boys go up against Spirit MaxPax. And it ended up being a pretty close series, 2-1. Also started on Emerald City, if I remember correctly. But even though Elazer and SKillous pulled off a massive comeback in the second game of that series, they did not end up winning it. So let's see what they learned and what they have cooked up to try and beat them now in the grand finals of the March edition of the uThermal 2v2 Cup. Of course, we expected Clem and Trigger to be here in this finals, but one that wasn't possible because of seeding, as they were seeded third, and MaxPax Spirit was seeded second. And then Liquid Elazer SKillous were seeded first, so that meant Clem, Trigger, Spirit, and MaxPax were all on the same side of the bracket, basically. You can take a look at the bracket yourself. And Clement Trigger actually lost early to, I think it was like Knight and Larry or something like that. I think it was Knight and Larry. Like, I've never heard of those guys, and you probably haven't either. So that was a pretty big upset. I don't know if I'm gonna see those replays, but I'm gonna ask around. Maybe we'll get lucky. But let's focus on the game at hand. We have Spirit and MaxPax, of course, going for the Stargate. We either see MaxPax go for Stargate into more Stargates, into Phoenix, or he goes Stargate into Blink. And Spirit kind of does other stuff, but I'm not a Terran player, so I don't always see the nuances. I'm just kind of like, oh, he's going Bio, oh, he's going Mech. But he always feels like the support to MaxPax and his carriers 9 out of 10 times. On the other side, we have SKillous and Elazer. And one thing, first Zerg in the finals, baby. Let's effing go. Zerg finally eating good. And the big thing in 2v2 with Zerg is that they could just get a lot of drones. They just make Zerglings, drones, and then they can go up into Ultras, I guess Brood Lords. But like, they can get into some higher tech. They can also just get a lower drone count, get a lot of roaches. Like, there's some utility in Zerg for sure. MaxPax gets his Adept Shade in, finds out that yes, SKillous is going Blink once again. And that's what we've been seeing from Elazer SKillous. SKillous almost always going Blink, and Elazer kind of doing what he wants. Sometimes he goes for later gas. Now he did go for Zergling speed, doesn't always go Zergling speed. Sometimes he just goes straight into roaches. We've seen him go for a Spire play, but against MaxPax Spirit, it's a little tough. We do see this Oracle out and a Phoenix with the second Stargate, so MaxPax is going for the Phoenix. Now SKillous and Elazer, last time on this map, same spawns, they went for a Stalker Roach Zergling all-in attack, with Ravagers being morphed at the front. It did end up being held by Spirit MaxPax, getting like 1, 2, 3 bunkers and like shield batteries, cannons. I guess Spirit and MaxPax were reversed, but they were able to hold that. But I don't know, maybe Elazer and SKillous have a more refined take, but it does look like they are going to be playing the macro game. I see lots and lots of gases coming up for Elazer here. Spirit going for a bunch of Marines. And the siege tanks being redeployed. Third base going down for Maxi Paxi. And Spirit also getting his third CC. Elazer SKillous on their side of the map also taking their third bases. Elazer could even be dreaming of this 4th base, and the Phoenix are online. Overlords are trying to get back home. But these Phoenix won't allow it. They will shoot them down, looking real Brood War-esque. Let's see how SKillous and Elazer are going to deal with this. For now, it looks like the Stalkers plus Spore Crawlers are able to deal with it pretty well. Double Spore in each base for Elazer, except for the 3rd base. Do kind of like that. Oh, 4th base was being attempted, but Spirit making sure that doesn't go down right away with that Reaper. Reaper does go down. Let's see what Spirit is doing. Spirit getting a 2nd and 3rd barracks online, so he went, I think, a bit more 1-1, but didn't really see that. He's getting the starport as well. So he's getting more of a bio-tank play going here with the 2 and now 3rd Stargate with +1 air and a forge for MaxPax. So MaxPax just going Sky Toss. Now remember that we do have the trade ban. It's not quite the same as Trump with his, what's it called? Tariffs? Tariffs? There's no tariffs. Real tough guys. No, there's no tariffs here. There's 0 tax on trading between your ally and yourself, which is interesting. Oh, the Phoenix get on top of all of these Stalkers. Lift them up. They do lift. And they get a bunch of these Stalkers. Stalkers do be tough. And now the rest of the Stalkers do come in to try and reinforce their buddies. How many Phoenix? 12 Phoenix. We do have a Spire underway here for Elazer. That's all he's been making. Just Lings, drones, and now a Spire. 4th base on the gold. Well, 5th base, I suppose, and the Stalkers are just hunting around, sharking around. They do allow this 3rd base from their opponents, but they are getting more bases on the map. MaxPax does find out about this, is getting a fleet bacon. Are we going to see Tempest, or are we going to see Carriers? I've heard mixed messages, honestly. Some people still swear by the strength of the Carrier, but some of us are starting to find out that Tempests are also pretty good. These Phoenix now stuck in a corner. A recall will have to be spent. 16 Corruptors underway, baby. Oh my. A couple of these Phoenixes are going to die before that recall probably happens. Oh, MaxPax tries to get out. Ooh, the Stalkers are here, baby. The pings are going down. And the recall does happen. The Corruptor's not quite in time. And triple Void Ray here with the Anion Pulse Crystal. So range for the Phoenix also coming up. +1 attack for the air. About to finish 2-2 for Bio starting up as well. And wow, Spirit MaxPax just expanding forward. They're going to try and take a position at this gold base. Is Team Blue going to try and defend? Wow, the Corruptors get on top of all of these medevacs, meaning that all of these Marines are going to go down, and all of their armies. Red Team feels themselves being caught out of position here. And Elazer and SKillous are just going to walk in. These Corruptors flying away from the Phoenixes, mostly because of those scary, scary Void Rays. Stasis Wards get a couple of those Warp Gate units and the Siege Tanks on top. Taking a nice position here. The Marines take down this hatchery. Nice job. Team Red seems to be in a decent position. Team Blue has a nice supply lead, though. And we see a Mothership. We see the Flux Veins. Wow, some 4v4 action there. Void Ray speed, but old Blue Team shoves it in there. They're going in. All of these Zealots get stuck behind the Stasis Wards units, but the Siege Tanks are falling slowly but surely. The Corruptors are doing damage. The Siege Tanks seem to be holding. Oh, but I think Blue is kind of crushing through. Yes, Blue Team is crushing through. There's still Corruptors on the map camping the Stargates here. Oh, there's actually quite a few Phoenix remaining here. The Marines come in as well. These Corruptors are battered and bruised, but they do manage to get out. We do have +1 armor on those Corruptors, and now they're going to piss on this command center. The Marines, though, they don't agree with that. We did see the 3rd base being forced to lift, the 4th base of MaxPax being overrun, and the Red Team is in trouble. This is surely a dicey position here. Blue Team taking a huge lead, both in bases and supply. But we do have one siege tank remaining. That doesn't seem to be enough. Nice time warp on a lot of the blue team's army, but it just doesn't seem to be quite enough. Zerglings and Zealots in tandem are running at the bio player. That is scary. If a Zerg player could make charge lots, they would. Oh, but the air army actually reigning supreme here, but the ground army is still dealing damage. Red team persevering, surviving, but is it enough to take a foothold back on the map? MaxPax did end up keeping his third base with all these cannons. And he's going for Void Rays. So it's not the Tempest, it's not the carriers, it's Le Void Ray, is what MaxPax is thinking about. It's like this little cloud that when you're in love, you know, you're thinking about your loved one. He's thinking about a Void Race. Ooh, big run by here by Elazer. Gets his little Zergling paws onto that 5th base attempt from MaxPax. He's just double expanding. He knows what StarCraft is all about. Money, 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 money. Resources, income. I don't know if you guys watched the video game high school YouTube series back in the day. That's the only reference I remember from them about RTS players. They're all about the resources. Ooh, this 4th base now gets found out by the Zerglings. No upgrades on the Zerglings, so they could be repelled. Oh my god, the Phoenix come off the line to actually lift up Zerglings. You don't see that every day. Zerglings being lifted. Oh, these Corruptors still being annoying. How many Corruptors? 24 Corruptors that are getting +2 armor and more Corruptors. Literally Zergling Corruptor. This is like an early Legacy of the Void composition. Ooh, SKillous walks into that siege line with lots of Marines ready to fire. These Marines have 2-2 and +3 has not started up yet. Red team in dire straits. Oh. 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 Well, that's not good. Spirit, your main base, it's on fire, buddy. Infestation bit coming up. We see Colossi with Colossus range coming up, but we also see +3 air. And carriers are being added on into the mix. 15 to 18 Void Rays is enough. That's when you go for the carriers. You want to have some of those interceptors to screw with the AI to deal that high DPS damage. Now, these upgrades aren't as fast as Status would get them. But Status would be dead by now, so... Which is the Protoss ally from Hero Marine that we did see go up against Liquid Elazer and SKillous in the February edition. You can find that video on the channel as well, of course. Spirit. Going for... Oh my god, SKillous actually took a base on their side of the map. That must feel bad. If you are Spirit, look at your map. Oh my god. That is so scary. The Void Rays, though, they do work onto these Corruptors. Damn, dude. And these Void Rays are fast boys. They real fast. Storm is coming up for SKillous as well. Blue team completely maxed out and starting to bank money as well. And Spirit, he's kind of sad. MaxPax has to give him a little trust fund. Has to give him a little cash injection. Be the VC that he needs and maybe even deserves. Dude, Elazer just taking all the base on the right as well. Blue team playing beautiful macro StarCraft here. But this giant sky army with the bio, this can still just topple and kill the blue team, as blue team only has Corruptors from the Zerg. No Banelings, no Ultras, no Lurkers, so it's all up to SKillous to have the ground forces to deal with the rest. Oh, these Corruptors, are there any spores? There's only one. This one carrier is so funny, dude. Maybe just pressed it on accident. 5 more Corruptors are coming in. And a Void Rays as well. +3 air. Hasn't quite finished yet. The mothership is dead. The carrier's not being targeted. Oh, the Marines come in. They click the Corruptors, but the Corruptors have quite a bit of armor. And this Colossus is doing work. 24 kills and counting. And I think blue team has done it. They actually topple the entire army of Team Red. And they take game number 1 in this best of 5. Quite impressive. Out of the Liquid boys, they are setting the tone here in this best of 5 finals for the March edition of the uThermal 2v2 Cup. Wow. Team Blue proving that they have an answer for this Phoenix bullshit style that MaxPax has brought. MaxPax trying to spice it up with getting a Void Ray count, but Elazer and SKillous, they think they cracked the code. They just get a lot of Corruptors. How many did they lose? 75 Corruptors died. They made 100 Corruptors if we count the ones in production. 100 Corruptors. That's quite a few. That's quite a few. 30 Void Rays died. That's so crazy to me, dude. You have to make 100 Corruptors to kill 30 Void Rays. That's good math. That's great. Let's see what happens in game number 2. And for game number 2, we load up into Yellowjacket, which we've talked about it before, but you have a shared main. You have a shared natural with 2 entrances. And then you have this weird third base that if you can't hold it, your shared third bases are always in peril of being sieged. But this is 2 entrances. It's pretty difficult to hold this position. But usually, it's either you attack that position or you hold that position. And otherwise, you kind of just get pulled apart. Now, the interesting thing is, what we saw here in game number 1 is SKillous and Elazer giving their second take on Spirit and MaxPax's style, especially the Phoenix style. Now, previously when they played on Emerald City, the previous map, they went for a pretty hefty all-in timing attack. They were like, okay, if we know you're going to go Phoenix, that means you have no ground forces. If we do an attack with the both of us, we should be able to crack you. That ended up not working out. So now they have a different answer. They're like, okay, you're going to go Phoenix. That means you're not going to have any ground forces. Phoenix also don't kill buildings. So we just make drones and expand. Especially when we look at Elazer. And we're just going to counter your air with our air. And then we're going to take over the map. Because you're going to make a composition that we are countering. And as the SkyToss player, it's kind of hard to transition out of SkyToss. Like, you have 3 Stargates. That's it. What are you going to build? Like, maybe the new evolution later on will become that they make a couple gateways and get Storm. Or that the Terran gets, like, a couple Liberators to help deal with the Corruptor Cloud? Maybe. Because that's the thing with 2v2, right? You don't have to solve all of your problems on your own. You can have your Terran buddy build turrets in your base. You can have your Protoss buddy build a geyser for you. You can kind of help each other. So let's see how Spirit and MaxPax are gonna come back into this series after getting handily destroyed by SKillous and Elazer in game number 1. They held on valiantly, honestly, but they did get killed. They did get owned by a lot of Corruptors, honestly. And SKillous just making lots and lots of Blink Stalkers. Oh, Elazer! Oh, doesn't get that third base, and Spirit is not gonna let him get that third base for free. Oh, the geyser actually goes up. I was expecting it to die, because usually, like, the drone just slows down a bit too much. But maybe Elazer's big brain, and he moved it in range right away. Because if the drone's over here, and you say make extractor, then it goes there, it slows down, and then it makes it. But if you, like, move command it here, and then you, like, shift command it to make the extractor, it will move there, not slow down, and then immediately make it. Which probably was the difference between life and death in some instances. For a drone. Oh, this Reaper's being so annoying. It didn't get any kills, no Clem Reaper, but still very annoying. Did end up revealing that Elazer has speed. And a double adept from MaxPax. Ooh, MaxPax changing it up. He's getting a Twilight Console as well. He's getting it a little later than SKillous. Oh, and the double surround. Oh, the Zerglings, dude! That's so much damage. Oh, the adepts actually get into the natural here as well. And this Oracle gets some damage. Okay, never mind. I was thinking that was not a lot of damage, but 4 workers were killed from the blue team, costing 3 Adepts and a Reaper and some Oracle energy. I don't know if that's enough. Third base going down for MaxPax. He loves a third base, alright. And Spirit getting 3 racks before getting a starport. I do like that out of Terrans, unless they want to go like drop crazy, which isn't bad. But if you already have an Oracle... Oh! 1 health! Oh my god, the SKillous Stalker Force almost kills that Oracle dead in the middle of the map. Very nice move there by SKillous. Taking this Oracle out of the equation for a little bit. It's now low health for the rest of the game. Well, I guess you could repair it with the SCVs. That would be some big team play action. Just fly it over to the SCVs and be like, yo, repair my Oracle. Because it is mechanical. Now Elazer taking this third base a little bit more towards the middle, whereas Team Red expanding to the back here. Skill is also taking his third base there. And Spirit still kind of keeping his orbital around in the main base before he moves out. Oh, as I say that, it flies over. Gonna take this third position. Wouldn't hate a 4th base here. Get an PF there, maybe. Because it really helps you enforce, like, take your stake and your half of the map. This is probably why it's called Yellowjacket. MaxPax putting down a proxy pylon here, so a red team may be dreaming of an attack here, or just getting some Dark Templar snuck into the blue side of the map. Blink Stalker Stasis Wards. This is more Stalkers than you bargained for, though. We do see some Blink Stalker micro action. Skillous, does he see it? Does he see it? No, he does not see it! And immediate pings going down. MaxPax now starting to surround. How much vision do these units still give? Oh, you still get decent vision out of a stasis unit. So, you can't like set up around this unit without your opponent knowing. And new stasis ward going down. The Marines come in as well. MaxPax, nice positioning with the Stalkers. Nice blinking from Skillous, baiting the second stasis ward, and it was all a bait. And not the Luigi player, but actual bait. And Skillous playing around these stasis wards very nicely. Elazer coming in with the clutch reinforcements as well. And Spirit and MaxPax thinking they could get a big win there. Ended up not getting that big of a win. We see Lurker Den. We see a Hive for Elazer. So he's going to get some Lurkerinos with his Zerglings. And yes, Lurkers are good in 2v2. Who would have thought that units that have AoE attacks are good in 2v2? Crazy. Crazy. Same with air units. You know, more DPS for one area. Because Aryans can stack, blah blah. I've ranted about that a bunch. Oh, the Lurkers are online. Elazer's ready to... Oh, the blinking from MaxPax. Oh, loses a bunch of units for that. Now Spirit comes in, but MaxPax is gone. 2v1 from the red team. Little bit of shitty communication going on there. And wow. Stasis Ward gets all of these Zerglings, but that still means you have to react to these Zerglings. Which, kind of weird how Stasis Wards work in that sense. We see Drilling Claws coming up for Spirits. I do like me some Widow Mines against Protoss Zerg. Because they both don't have, like, the best detection. They can all be killed. So if you just have Widow Mines running around... I've told you this party trick many times, but if you play 2v2 and you're a little bored... Just go mass Widow Mine against Zerg Protoss. Can be double Protoss, can be double Zerg. But not against Terran. It's bad against Terran. They have scans, they have better units. Widow Mines aren't as good. But especially if your opponent goes like mass air, oh, Widow Mines are so fun. Just run underneath all of those carriers. See them all evaporate in one big Hadouken! Or is it Kamehameha? I don't know. Spear Bomb? Siege tanks coming into that third base, and we talked about it. But Elazer seems to be in position with a little bit of his own artillery. Oh, this little Lurker doesn't want to be there. Gets clicked down right away. Nice target fire there from MaxPax and Spirit. Dude, that one Lurker was very unfortunate. Big doom drop here from Spirit in the main. Elazer loses his Lurker and loses the lurker range upgrade as well. No, the lurker range is done, so it's a lurker speed that did not finish, unless it finished there, which would have been, like, the very frame that it finished, it died. Oh, this Widowmine gets a nice shot up. These siege tanks do get blown up, and a blue team just, like the waves on the beach, just crushes onto the red team's defensive position. The Disruptor gets blinked on and killed. These medevacs do get out. We have some ghosts here, but SKillous is taking position on this base. This Observer giving crucial vision of the Widowmine's MaxPax. His Stalkers are retreating, still has a warp gate here, but some of the red team still has to come back. This blue team gets on top of the third base of Spirit. And do they have to run away here? Oh, the blue team actually gets on top of part of the red team's army. Oh, big disruptor balls, though. Bada bing, bada boom. But the blue team has taken a huge position here. And the Vipers come in. The Vipers get killed. Oh, blue team, are you chewing or biting off a little bit more than you can chew? Or are you chewing just fine? I mean, this looks like a win, all right. These Colossus, very scary. AoE damage, baby. The other side of the map, we do see some run-bys from MaxPax trying to get some zombies in the backlines, but not quite doing some damage. Lurker run-by here as well. We do see Dark Templar blinking on top of the Lurker Rhinos and dealing with them quite efficiently. But the rest of the blue army does come in, blink on top of the Colossus. They click the one, but now the Warpers and Micro coming out of SKillous. Beautifully orchestrated fight there. What a recovery. SKillous keeps his Colossi alive and subsequently baiting MaxPax in, getting huge damage on these Stalkers. Nice disruptor balls, though, salvaging that fight for MaxPax. And in the meanwhile, Spirit taking down a base at the top here. This map is madness, all right. Elazer going back to the middle of the map. Spirit pushing forward whilst MaxPax is still defending here in the back. The Warprism gets taken down. This Lurker also getting taken down. What a crazy game. MaxPax's Warprism gets seen. Oh, the recall! This one's... Oh, the Colossus is alive! The Colossus is alive. I repeat, the Colossi are still alive. Only 2 on the map, though. I'm quite surprised that we don't see a couple extra Colossi coming out of SKillous. I mean, he's probably overloaded with all of the actions that he has to do across the map. I can't quite blame him. Dark Templar taking advantage of this chaos. And Spirit is as well. One base is getting taken down. The drones of this base got taken down. And now there's Zealots in this base. Drones also getting taken down. I don't know if this hive is going to get taken down. I hope not. For Elazer's sake, at least. And the Liquid Boys slowly but surely are getting taken apart. Red team actually ahead in supply now. Managing to take a fourth base, and double expansion from MaxPax taken out. Spirit did lose that one base in the middle. And now goes for a huge Doom drop. He flies on top of the Lurkers, gets the loadout. But no, SKillous is here to deny you, good sir. And the Zealots just charging on in. The Deathwalkers using the laser beams and kill all of the siege tanks and the bio. But MaxPax has had enough. He's running in, runs on top of this ramp, has a lot of disco balls out here. 7 disco balls ready to tango with the blue armies. Now the Lurkers do come in, the Zerglings try to get in. The Disruptors don't really like Zerglings too much. The Lurkers get on top, but most of the Lurkers do get taken down. Now SKillous also joining in for all of the fun, and where is Spirit in all of this? Spirit mobilizes his forces and tries to do some counter damage, whilst his buddy here in the east is taking a lot of damage by 2v1ing the blue army. And Spirit does take down one base, but he is getting bogged down by all of these Zealots from SKillous as well. More bio is streaming in, and this bio army, it's tiny, but it's tough, and it's persevering, taking down this 4th base from SKillous. And the blue team, I mean, Elazer is just down in the dumps, baby. 47 or 74 drones on the map. That's not a lot of economy. These Stalkers walk in. These Colossi. Oh, no. Spirit pounces on top, clicks down the Colossus, and there's only one more Colossus in production. 0 Colossi on the map. The Deathwalkers have been dealt with, and more disco balls joining the fight. these bottom bases uncontested. MaxPax shooting up in supply, almost 200 out of 200 against an Elazer that doesn't even hit 100. This is just not fair. They have to take the most glorious fights that they've ever taken. No High Templar here, so it's all up to the Colossi here to do the AoE. Oh, Elazer gets body blocked by the Stalkers. And SKillous calls the G to the G, and blue team leaves the map, meaning that the red team claims victory here on Yellowjacket. Once again, as they did in the previous series as well. What a game, dude. Very back and forth. Of course, another drop in the main. I thought blue team had it there, dude. Like, they took brilliant trades at the top. They got a pretty good fight here. Took down this third base. But Spirit and MaxPax, bro. Like, they fought back so brilliantly. Taking the bases, keeping the money flowing. SKillous even having this base here at the top, but wasn't quite able to keep a big enough army alive. Elazer, I mean, he got all that money from SKillous leaving. His macro wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. But, oh my lord, I think he even had kind of a larva problem. If you look at this, only 3 hatcheries. Not even, like, a queen at every hatchery. Very, very rough. But we have a series on our hands, guys. Spirit and MaxPax respond to the Liquid Boys with some blink play of their own. They just get 2 huge armies, and they duke it out on the map. Pull and push back and forth. And the Liquid Boys end up having to capitulate this map. Let's see what happens in game number 3. And for game number 3, we load up into Reclamation LE. Spirit and MaxPax punching back, taking game number 2, putting us to a 1-1 score in this best of 5 finals between the Liquid Boys. Whoa. I don't know what happened, but it's fine. And Spirit MaxPax. Yeah, I haven't thought of a catchy name for their team yet. They're just the dominators, basically. Now, Reclamation does give both players a personalized main base. One for their own. Just like on the 1v1 ladder, you don't share it with nobody. But then you do have a shared natural space with 2 entrances. And then you have these low ground bases, which could be third bases, but you also have some high ground bases that you could take as third bases. And it always happens that this is the crucial area. Can you break these rocks? Can you get some siege tanks up here? Can you defend this base in particular? If your opponents attack, and then all your units are here, and then they just walk up this ramp, you have to walk all the way back. It's all ogre. It's all ogre. If you get attacked on this map, it's very hard to defend, honestly. So let's see what happens here in game number 3. They changed colors for some reason. So if I say the blue team, it's now Spirit MaxPax for this game. I don't know how it is going to be for the rest of the games. And the red team is now the Liquid Boys. Oh, SKillous is going for a Stargate of his own, and it is literally on the same screen as this blue team's Spirit base. Or Spirit's main base. And now Stargate going down for SKillous, or MaxPax as well. Oh, this SCV comes in though. Oh my god. Oh, SKillous, the bait! He runs away! No way, dude. I don't... Oh my god. I don't know what kind of Jedi mind trick SKillous just pulled on Spirit, but he made sure that he told him that there's no Stargate there. There's no Stargate there. Don't you worry about that, boy. Already bunker completed for Spirit here. Wow, so defensive. That's kind of crazy. Already a bunker. That's kind of telling me that he doesn't want to make a lot of units here. He's going for some Hellions. That's going to be good. And Elazer going up to 3 bases. He's getting a speed once again, so he kind of stopped doing that gasless opener, and this Oracle gets in there. 318. That's pretty early, baby. And he kills the 1, he kills the 2, he kills the 3. Too bad that MaxPax didn't spawn here, because he would have given him a run for his money. Because you need 3 shots out of the Oracle to kill an SCV, but 2 shots to kill a probe. That's why. This Overlord gets in, finds the Stargate, and Gateway Research is going down here for MaxPax. So is he going to go into Blink behind this? Or is it just, it's 50-50. Who cares about 50 minerals, 50 gas? I'll just get Gateway Research. He does go into 1 Phoenix here for SKillous. And we do see a Twilight Console for MaxPax. So he is going to go into the Blink. It's really confusing that they changed colors, honestly. MaxPax does get 1 kill on his Oracle. Very nice defense from the red team here. The Liquid Boys. Oh, the Zerglings get in here. Where are those Hellions? We saw the Hellions being made. They're across the map. And they are being punished by the Orcas. Oh my god, the Zerglings get on top of the Marines. No way, the fool's around. Oh, those Marines just die. I mean, I feel like they could have killed so many probes. But Elazer does go back. He's a little afraid. Oh, this Phoenix get on top of MaxPax's Phoenix. And wow. SKillous is winning the Phoenix War so far. Oh, this medevac is being very annoying. Did he just give energy back to his Phoenix? Or the Oracle? I don't know. Oh, but the drop does get taken care of. The Zerglings trying to get more damage done. What has been lost? 13 SCVs died this game. 2 probes and 1 drone. Wow. The red team is just pushing the blue team to the limit. Another probe gets taken down. These Zerglings so active. This first Oracle, such a gut punch. And now MaxPax and Spirit are a little bit on the back foot. I kind of expect MaxPax to be more comfortable playing the Skytoss style in any position. So now that he's going Blink, does he like playing Blink when they are behind? Is that plausible for them? I don't know. SKillous is such a weird army, dude. Oh, he has this 1 Phoenix. MaxPax made another Phoenix. The recall! And the Oracle does survive. That Oracle survives to blast another day. Maybe makes some stasis wards. We see a lot of roaches here from Elazer. This looks to be an attacking force. 12 roaches on the map. 11 more coming in. And this is a SKillous pylon. Is Spirit, or are Spirit and MaxPax going to see this coming? There's a Banshee going across the map. SKillous finds it with his Phoenix force. He actually has 2 Phoenixes. It's so weird to see SKillous make Phoenixes on that side of the map. Oh no, dude. Look at this giant attacking force. Oh. MaxPax. He's chilling here. Oh, he sees the Phoenix. He's running it up. Oh, he blinks into the army. Oh, no. He blinks into a full double army by himself. Loses a couple stalkers right away. There's 1 siege tank, but they are going to click that siege tank down. The other siege tank is trying to get into position, but the red army is just engulfing this position right away. This third base ain't ready for this. Elazer gets on top of the second siege tank. There is no more siege tanks. There is no bunkers here. There's 1 cannon. There's a stasis ward, and MaxPax is trying to hold on, but he's fighting 2v1, and Spirit only in 50 supply. He doesn't really have an army right now. Oh my god, MaxPax stuck in the back of his third base, just being completely surrounded by the red team, and the GG comes out right away. That was a quick one. And Elazer and SKillous just slap him down here in game number 3. What an attack, dude. Oh my god. MaxPax blinking into the army blindly. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He was like, oh, free Phoenix. Let me just pick that off real quick. I don't know if that was intentional by SKillous, but that really sealed the deal. I mean, they got a slight advance warning, but they only had 2 siege tanks. Third one was underway. And I don't know, Spirit just kind of in the dumpster, dude. 20 SCVs lost in total. Probably lost a bunch more here, but he lost like 13 in the early game from that Oracle and then the Zergling run by. Wish you would have built that bunker next to your base now, wouldn't you? And MaxPax just wasn't able to hold it down for himself and Spirit, and that means Elazer and SKillous are up 2-1. They are a match point, and they might just be our new champs. The first time we have a different champ than the MaxPax Spirit team, the Dominators, as we might call them. I don't know. If you have a better name, leave them in the comments. Maybe they already got a team name from somebody else or from themselves. Let's see what happens in game number 4. And for game number 4, we load up into Rhoskallian Ladder Edition. The blue team, MaxPax and Spirit. Red team, Elazer and SKillous. They switched colors, I don't know. I mean, SKillous and Elazer. Are they doing it? Is Liquid doing it? Or are they just setting themselves up for an epic failure? We'll have to see in this game number 4. Of course, before the action kicks off, be sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. Give me some numbers and help me cast more StarCraft or video game. Thank you very much. Now, into the action. Rhoskallian is, I feel like, the most stereotypical, archetypical 2v2 map that we have. Maybe it's just the one that I played the most. I'm not sure. We have a shared main base with this, like, a Nidus spot that we used to have in, like, all these 1v1 maps in Wings of Liberty. Like, Metropolis, I think? Yeah, Metropolis. Then we have a shared natural. And then this is the part I like. You get into a singular third base, so one person can get a third base, the other one can get one, but a little later. And then this is where you kind of get camped by your opponents. So if you take this, but you get pushed into this location, you are so siegeable, it's crazy. Like, this ramp is pretty wide, so it's not even that easy to defend. You also have this natural that is easy to attack. Like, you can get into some gnarly positions on this location if you don't fight for the center, if you don't take these Cell Nugget towers. And, oh, you can actually select them. And really, at least take one of them, so you can take these bases that are behind it. And there is so many bases behind them. Like, if I play this 2v2 map and I spawn Terran, I just make an orbital here, here, and maybe even here, and I just start muling the crap out of it. Just to make sure that in the very late game, my opponents can't mine that base. Of course, I also just want to cheese them by having more minerals than I should. But that's basically how this map plays out. It's, you fight for the middle, and at some point, you can't defend more than just this third base. And this one is pretty hard to defend. But if you manage to take this and this base, these two bases, you're set up for a game. You can actually play that game. And let's see what happens here. In game number 4, we see a Phoenix coming out of skills once again. And he made a Stargate on his side of the map. Maybe he's a little confused that he's trying to, like, kill himself with that. Or he's just looking for Overlord? I don't know what he's doing. He's just hiding his Stargate super well. Yeah, hasn't been found. So Skill is going for the secret. It's kind of a blind counter, honestly. If MaxPax goes for a Phoenix build, he's going to get so hard counter, but he doesn't seem to be going for one. He seems to be going for Blink, even though they lost with Blink last game. But maybe they were like, this is kind of a non-game. We lost so many CVs on Spirit early. Oh, look at this Overlord. Oh, he's in some trouble. That's a lot of beefy Marines. They're a very tough guy. And they're going to take down this Overlord. Do have 2 Phoenix ready here. Oh, if they find this Oracle is not going to get any damage done. And we do see Blink coming up behind it from SKillous. The probes come in. And, oh, the Oracle actually gets 1 probe, gets 2 probes, gets 3 probes. That's pretty good. Instant recall. Wow, so quick on the fingers here. MaxPax. I think if the Phoenix stack a little closer, maybe they get the kill. I don't know. That's what Goblin thought as well when they were casting this live. Now the Phoenix are moving across the map, but SKillous is already going into a different composition. Only getting the 4 Phoenix, so they are playing pretty tricky here. Zerglings take down this probe. Nice job. And the Phoenix get on top of the Stalkers here. Try to take it down. They find the Twilight Console as well, so they know what they're up against. These Zerglings try to find some damage. Oh, the Phoenix actually find another Stalker, but the Marines say no. They stim again. They don't care about their own health. They'll keep smoking until they drop. Although I guess stim is not smoked, it's injected. I'm not too deep on the stim lore. These Zerglings do get a full scout, but I don't know if they're going to get anything more. They could maybe take down one more worker. Nice lift there by Spirit. And these Zerglings are going to take down probably 1 or 2 more probes. And a full scout as well for the red team. Skill is a little low on the supply. Oh, the Phoenix get in there. They see no shield battery, and that is nice damage. That's very nice for these 4 Phoenix. Dude, I'm surprised we don't see that in 1v1. Just a couple Phoenix can be pretty nice. This Oracle gets 8 kills in total, but I don't know where he got them. I guess in the natural. Maybe some Zerglings. Let's see. 8 probes have died. 10 probes. Okay, so the Protosses have been hurt. Oh, another Nexus is gonna go down. Elazer has taken a lot of hatcheries on this map, and he has 66 drones. He's getting double evo. He has a lair, but Spirit is going for a drop. MaxPax is following suit, and SKillous only has 4 Stalkers here. The Phoenix aren't here, and this is where you see that this natural is a little easy to siege. Oh, the Phoenix fly in. Don't get killed. Good job. Zerglings. Oh, that's a deadly position with all those Marines on the low ground. But Protoss and Zerg don't have siege tanks, so it's very hard to keep this area versus Stalkers and even opposing siege tanks. Very difficult. Oh, we see a Spire here from Elazer. Loses one Overlord. Spirit's being so annoying here. Wow, that's a Doom Drop and a half. All right, big blink in from Skillous. Clicks down the Medivacs. The Phoenix come in as well. That's a pretty nice kill by the red team. But look at the blue team getting this value. All of these Zerglings. Oh, into the meat grinder. And no shield batteries for Skillous himself either, dude. How do you expect to fight this position? Even some nice stasis wards on blue team just pushes them away. And this is very convincing. What a game plan here from MaxPax and Spirit. And now Skillous, that feels awkward, loses his natural base. Barely even establishes third base. Where are the probes? Oh, the probes are trying to go there. I'm surprised they didn't get recalled. Oh, but look at this. The Zerglings try to get us around, but such good body blocking here by the blue team. Don't even need the stasis ward, and now Skillous only has a couple Stalkers. Doesn't even have a bigger Stalker number because he committed to all those Phoenix earlier, and now those Phoenix have been used up. Elazer is going 1-1, but he's just been throwing Zerglings into the meat grinder. Has lost 100 Zerglings already. He's losing this 4th base, or this 5th base. Might lose his 4th base as well. It's just Mass Ling Stalker against Stalker Marine and even Siege Tanks now. I don't know, this doesn't look good for the red team. Skillous is just so down and out right now with his 69 supply. Nice. And the stasis ward's coming into play. Big surround here by the Zerglings. The blink out, the blink in, leaving Spirit in the dust. But the reinforcements do come in. MaxPax Oracle even helping out a little. And now Skillous' Stalkers have to run away. These Zerglings are stuck between 2 armies and a hard place. And, oh, they do end up going down. I think Elazer meant to path them the other way around. But if you click a little bit to the right, and then suddenly the Zerglings are like, huh, the best path might be through these 2 armies. Let me just move command right there. No problem. Oh, we do see some nice micro coming out from both the Protoss players. Now the Zerglings run in. The Stalkers want to get some as well. The Siege Tank does get targeted down. And we do see the red team busting out there. But the Zerglings fighting alone against these. Oh my god, the Medivacs get targeted down. That's a huge win for a red team. And the Zerglings go in. The Stalkers blink down. They click down the Siege Tank, but not fast enough. All the Zerglings have been killed. And no blink just yet. Now the blink comes off cooldown. And the team does end up staying alive. Red team I mean, that is looking gnarly. We do see a natural being recreated for SKillous. Luckily for him, he had a third base. It has been scouted out, though. And some zealots from MaxPax are underway. And if they don't see that, that could be a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, these medevacs. Oh, move command. Nice job. No units in there, though. But here are the zealots. They are in the, well, I guess natural of SKillous. Well, let's call it the third base. +2 is coming up for the Stalkers. We see 11 mutas coming out. And SKillous is taking a fight in the middle of the map. This means to me that the straight-up fighting power of the red team is kind of shite. Oh my god. Oh. I was like, did all the probes die? I had an Idra moment right there. All the probes were stacked on the geyser. Luckily, nobody left. As nobody killed their own command center either, I guess. But all these mutas from Elazer, they need to do some big damage. I want to see a Baneling Nest here as well. Because they need to defend somehow. I want to see like 6 spine crawlers, dude. Oh, Liquid Boys. You're going to stay alive here. And mutas are going to go into the main base. We have 1 turret to contest with. Do we click it down before it gets repaired? This one muta doesn't get... Oh, doesn't get killed by the turret even. Doesn't have to get pulled back. Big offense on the third base of SKillous here. I hope he doesn't overcommit to defend that. And he does fight 2 armies now with his Stalkers. Has to retreat. A lot of Zealots here. But the Zealots, or the Zerglings, I mean, don't do well against all of these Archons. Now the Zerglings come in. The blue team is on creep, so we can see a full surround. The Zerglings need to run a little further. They do get a decent surround. 1-1 on those Zerglings, so they do a decent job, but now the Siege Tank's in the back. And the mutas also coming back after doing some good damage in the main base of Spirit and MaxPax. Another Siege Tanks get taken down. And SKillous at the end of that does lose a lot of probes here at the third base. He's a 2-base Protoss, but it's not as strong as it used to be before Legacy of the Void. Those mineral patches do run out pretty quick. He's making all Archons because he just is floating so much gas, dude. He's floating so much gas. Mutas do come in, click down more medevacs. And there's not a lot of medevacs on the map, actually. I think literally 1 medevac. He's making 2 more, but he's also making a lot of Marines with 2-2 upgrades. The Zerg also has 2-2, though. Wow, these Zerglings are pretty strong. Can we see anything? SKillous is a little behind, and MaxPax is blowing up right now. He has a lot to offer. But Elazer also has decent supply. It's a Muta Zergling, though. That doesn't feel too good, but there's a lot of bases here at the top that he could start harassing and taking down. I think that's the best bet here for red team. Oh, we see a big recall. They saw this man coming in. MaxPax was swooping in from the left side, trying to take down that entire army from SKillous, and he recalled all the fat boys. Recalled all of the Archons back. Where did they go? Oh, they went to the bottom. Look at Elazer. He's taking down a lot of SCVs here, taking down the bases. Does have to fight some of these. Oh my god, that's a bad fight here. Oh, Elazer bleeding off a lot of the Zerglings, and now SKillous fighting with half of his army into massive MaxPax army. Oh no. Oh. The blue team getting on that base center of the red team, taking down a lot of army units, and eventually SKillous calls the GG. A drop in his main, taking down the Dark Shrine, and the mutas. I mean, they were putting in work. Honestly, I was surprised by that. Look at the amount of medevacs on the map. Only 4. 2 of them just spawned. Oh, wow. Big army in the main, actually. But, wow. MaxPax and Spirit pull it back here in game number 4, bringing it to a 2-2, which means we go to the rubber match. We go to the final match of these finals. The March edition of the uThermal 2v2 Cup is going to come down to a final 5th game between the Liquid Boys and the Dominators. And for game number 5, we are loaded up into Arctic Flowers Ladder Edition. The blue team, MaxPax and Spirit, I guess they swapped colors halfway, take down Liquid Elazer and SKillous in game number 4. pulling us into a Game 5 situation where they are going to decide everything. After this game, we will have a champion of the March edition of the uThermal 2v2 circuit. And it's either going to be the Liquid Boys or it's going to be the Dominators. I was thinking maybe we could call them the Kings, because just like early days Wings of Liberty, we called MVP the King of Wings. And I feel like this is the early days of 2v2. So maybe they should be the Kings of 2v2. Because, you know, we haven't thought about map design at all. We're still talking about what a good composition is at all in 2v2. The feeding rules are still not set in stone. I think it's very weird that there's 0 tax on sending money. I think on principle there should be a little tariff. Just a little bit. Just to, you know, Blizzard is a struggling company. So you should pay a little bit of minerals on your transfer. And let's see what Elazer and SKillous can do here. They lost 2 maps in a row now. Did they? Yeah, they went up 2-1 and then... No, they lost 1 map. Okay. So they lost the previous one. They've been going back and forth. But... have they lost their momentum? Or are they still up for this? Do they have another strat in the pocket? They have shown that they deal well with the Phoenix strat from MaxPax and Spirit. But ever since MaxPax just kind of switched into going Blink Stalkers, they haven't quite found the same success. Sure, they did win a game against the Blink strat, but they crushed them in that game as well. Very convincingly. But last game kind of felt the other way around. Blue team looked pretty strong in their wins as well. This Overlord, is he gonna go down? No, he's not gonna go down. But there is a barracks coming in. So this Overlord is gonna go down. MaxPax sends over an Adept. We do see a Stargate coming out. And SKillous looks to be going back to his Warp Gate roots, not going for that Stargate shenaniganry. It worked the once, but it might not work again. He's going for a 2-gate. He's getting Stalkers and a Sentry. I like Sentries. With the energy boost upgrade, or with the energy boost from the Nexus, you can get such quick scouts. If they could do that on Wings of Liberty, that game would have been busted wide open. Holy shit. Imagine the Soul Train with giving your sentries extra energy. Oh my god. Twilight Console going down for SKillous. And looks to be a Oracle into Twilight Console from MaxPax as well. Yes, it is. Extra energy on that Oracle. And third base for Elazer's going down as well. Let's see what happens here. This Adept duo throws in the shades. 4 Hellions from Spirit here pretty early. SKillous defends his probes though. A couple do go down. Nice evil wall here from Elazer, but he does have to run some probes. Or Zerglings do go down too. Whoa, we see a stasis ward to defend the Hellions. That is crazy. I don't know. That's some 5-hat shit from one side. I don't know which side, but one side did some pretty 5-hat stuff. The Hellions are going to come back in. The probes are going to get out of stasis. Oh no! Ooh, lining them up for the barbecue. That didn't look too bad, but it doesn't look good either. How many probes have we lost? 10 probes and 4 drones have died in the process. For 5 Hellions and 2 Adepts. And Team Blue is putting the screws onto the Liquid Boys here. Let's look at the drone count. 43 drones, 35 probes. Not looking too good, but if they can stabilize, one more Hellion comes in, takes down a drone. Oh, actually not. Oh, all the links come back for that. That is rough. MaxPax is taking the gold? Dude, that's some huge slung energy right there. Wow. Just takes the gold. I didn't get to talking about how untakeable this gold is, but yeah, apparently it isn't. Oh, the Zerglings get in here and just get killed. Elazer lose a couple of Zerglings, I guess for the scouting information. It's okay. Third base for Spirit going down. Elazer does have a third base, but he's getting some more gases in a lair. Oh, 7 more drones are booted up. Okay, so he's kind of fine. SKillous getting a third base of his own. Do we have a Forge here? Oh, Forge just starting up, so no +1 just yet. Blink is almost done. Charges coming in. So it's Warp Gate units for SKillous. And it seems to be Warp Gate units for MaxPax. He is ahead in the upgrades. And he's ahead in the bases because he has a gold base and it's already mining. Lots of gateways going down. And I think MaxPax is going to have a huge army backed up by Spirit. With, oh, he's actually double cloaked Banshees. Glad we caught those this time around. I've missed them before, and nice synced shots here. Taking down lots of probes once again, and SKillous taking a beating here. Oh, this poor man took a beating in the previous game as well. And in the meanwhile, MaxPax also starts attacking now into Elazer, who's on pure Zergling for now. And I don't see anything. Oh, he is going for Hydras. Okay, maybe. And more Banshee action. Oh, finally, the Stalkers get to do something, but more probes are going down. 22 probes have died, and in the meanwhile, another side of the base is being sieged here. Blue team just picking away at the red team, just picking them apart. That's, of course, always the dichotomy. Is it really a dichotomy? The problem in 2v2, the everlasting theme, is that once you have to defend, like if you build a thing like an Oracle, both players have to defend. That just makes being the defender in 2v2 a little rough sometimes. Oh, nice Stasis Ward. Catch by Elazer this time around, and SKillous moving forward with his Stalkers, but this is a lot more Stalkers from MaxPax. Actually, 24 to 15. We do have some Hydras, though. Hydras are like shitty Stalkers. We also have Overlord Speed, if that is ever going to be useful. We'll see. Lurker Den is coming up, though, so maybe the siege tank is sieging. This is a big ball of blue, and MaxPax even blinks in here, but they have a lot more supply than the red team. And if Elazer loses this third base, he's going to be really sad. Oh, these Spore Crawlers are taking a beating, but the army over red team is also taking a severe beating. These siege tanks in the back, they cannot fight into those siege tanks no more. The drones are being evacuated, and the third base is gone, and the main base of Elazer is most likely to be next, and I don't know how the red team is going to take care of that. Bunch of lurkers are going to come in. Those should have been done earlier, but it's really hard to have those ready now. The siege tanks take the most gnarly position you've ever seen. And this seems to be all ogre for the red team. Can they mount a defense, or can they not? Elazer comes in from the back. SKillous tries to hold on in the main, but the lair is already battered and bruised. This siege tank needs to be taken down. Nice recall, and nice blink in. Some of the medevacs do go down. Red team does survive. And Elazer tries to get a third base up somewhere. Big recall here from SKillous. Did he lose more probes? 42 probes have died. He did lose more probes. And I think red team has a big challenge ahead here. If they want to win this game, they need to take the best, the greatest trades they have ever taken. And Elazer tries to go out with the lurkers, try to get some damage into these bases, try to force the attention away from their side of the map, allow them to take some more bases. But MaxPax is on top of things. A 150 supply. He has enough detection, and he's just going to blink on top of all of your undefended lurkers and take them all down. Spirit on the other side. I think if the red team was together, they could have taken one of the armies and then the other. But instead, they're fighting just Spirit here, and MaxPax gets into the main base. Elazer calls the GG, and that means that the Kings are back. The Kangs take this final fifth game, and they are, once again, our champions of the 2v2 uThermal circuit. They have the hat trick in the back. After going down 2-1, they come back for the 3-2 victory in these grand finals 2v2. They sure are dominant. Wow. The Liquid Boys put up a hell of a fight. The games they won looked very competitive, very crushing. But the games that they lost also kind of looked crushing. Maybe it's a mismatch. Maybe it's just the format, but Spare MaxPax take another finals in front of our eyes. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this StarCraft 2 action. Be sure to subscribe to come back for more. I have 2v2 replays in the bank, and I'll be uploading all of those matches in the following days. So I hope to see you then. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.